all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. Honestly, goes out there who sees truth and loves to see the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, call on the name of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. Time of trouble, you know, may the Lord have mercy on you and deliver you in the evil times we're living in. And, hey, stay diligent, stay hopeful, man. Lord have mercy on you. You got something.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction."
Still get that man, that's the spirit. Hey, this place is polluted, man. It'll destroy you with a sore destruction. Hey, the hopes and dreams of this place is polluted. You got people that look past serving the Lord and look after carnal things, carnal desires. I want to get 1,000 views on Facebook. I want to get the new Bentley truck. I want the $100,000 house on the hill. A yacht. And they put aside the kingdom of heaven for worldly things, man. So the hopes of this place are vain and false, man. Along with these people, go ahead.
Verse 11, "If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people." It says, I will surely
a lying nigga, man. The scriptures say the wicked walk on every side when the violence of men are promoted. Are promoted. So evil wicked nigga, man. Hey, read that over, Brother.
It says, "If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people."
Yeah, like T.D. Jakes, all of these Creflo Dollar, all these wicked church pastors, man, with mega churches and mega money, they're not prophesying the truth. They're prophesying the way of falsehood. But people love them, and people gonna come spend their money with them and make them rich. Buy them a jet, buy them a fucking yacht, a house on the hill. Hey, I was watching the video earlier on the way here. I was watching the video. A certain pastor was called out at his church. He was called out for molesting a little girl, and he said, yeah, well, I committed adultery and this and that, and the girl was, so-called underage, which she really wasn't. But according to the laws of this world, the woman came up there and told the whole congregation, yeah, this man raped me. He slept with me when I was a kid. But when he stepped down as a pastor, they gave him a standing ovation. They gave him a standing ovation, man, and clapping. They didn't look at him as an evil, wicked nigga, man.
Pastor from here.
He's from Indiana.
Yeah, I went there. He stole my car. He made me mad at Pastor. He stole my car.
That was the Edomite church. Was the Edomite church?
If it's a guy, he's free to just stand down because he say he did the same thing. Black dude.
Yeah,
it's
him.
him.
Edomite church.
One stole my car. He went over his house, had a nice house, plasma TVs, but he couldn't replace my car. I was ready to beat him up at the time.
Damn. Yeah, he was from Indiana. You know? So this motherfucker then ruined countless lives on the guise of being a righteous man. And you know, and they gave him a standing ovation when he stepped down. You know, they should have kicked his ass out of the church, man. But that's the kind of man that this world looks up to. Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their folds. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. The breaker is come up before them. They have broken up and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them, and the Lord on the head of the Lord on the head of them.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, so they're gonna be as lost sheep, man. They're gonna get destroyed, man. Hey, Scripture said, "A prudent man looketh well to his going," man. If any of those people in those churches were prudent, they would know to leave. You know, the wicked pass on and are punished, man. You know, that's not the same scripture, but you know, that's what happens to the people in those churches. That's what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna pass on. Well, you know, I feel good when I come in. Hey, you're not supposed to feel good if you're serving the Lord, man. This is a thing of fear. This ain't a thing of comfort. You know, hey, you're supposed to serve the Lord with trembling, man. You know, all this happy, joy spirit, man, that's of this world, man. Well, you're supposed to, the power that we serve it with trembling, man.
And also to back up on that polluting. And also to back up on that polluted, this society that we live in, this world that we live in, is basically has all these waivers. Everything is contrary against the Bible. Because you look at the word polluted, it means to be unclean or defiled sexually, religiously, and ceremonially. You know? And all these types of different religions and all these types of different beliefs, it tackles all those things, man. All right? I'm talking about the virgin birth of Christianity. You know? You got this place promotes all types of religions, man. You know? The celebration of the downfall of the Indians. You know? All types of things. And then you can believe whatever you want to believe in this society. You can believe if a man that was born a man, he was a little boy, he became a man, he's 20 years old, he can actually get a sex change operation and become a woman. That's what type of society we live in now. Yep. And he would be morally correct in this society. That's why it's so defiled. That's why it's so unclean. A person can marry a car. A person can marry a patch of grass or a little, and soon to be a little child. Go ahead, Kyle.
I was going to say, yeah, it says, I said, this is not so arrested, it's polluted, it'll destroy you with a sword of destruction, because pretty soon, ultimately, for you to be able to partake into your money, into the so-called niceties, into the car, the being struck and all of that, you're going to have to get implanted. And so now not only is this place polluted, now you just polluted yourself. Another word for pollute is defile. Yep. So this whole place is defiled. Now and then they want you to defile yourself to partake in it.
Yeah.
That's why ultimately it's going to destroy you with a sword. You know, it's going to destroy you with a sword destruction.
And usually when you go and rest, anywhere you lay your resting place, usually where you lodge at, your defense is at its weakest, or your defense is you don't have no defense. Usually when you go in your house or you get in your car, you know your defense you're not really aware or alert. So you're allowing them demons to enter if you're trying to make this place your rest, your home, so to speak. Go ahead, Kyle.
This Romans 8:1 says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Mashiach Yahushua.
That's why Peter said we're looking for a place that dwelleth righteousness. right? The things the brothers just named, man, like it's tough. And these people know that shit ain't right. They know. They know that shit ain't right. Alright? They know inwardly that shit ain't right, but they want to be accepted, alright? Or what they call it, correct, you know? Go ahead, huh?
He says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Right, because the scripture says, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And if you walking after the flesh, that means what? The flesh is the things that you can see. You know what I'm saying? It's an analogy. All right, you can touch it, you can taste it, you can smell it. It's your car, your job. All right, your wife, your next one, your next woman, a promotion, and then you do what's required to receive those things. You put those things at the forefront. Now you're gonna be condemned for that because, like I mentioned earlier, those things that you put at the forefront, you're gonna be required to pledge your allegiance to that.
That's what I'm going to say. You think John, love not the world, use the things there. But read that over again.
Yep. This is Romans 8:1. It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach
Yahushua. So you
Yahushua.
can't condemn us. You can't condemn us, all right? You can't fucking condemn us. If we can condemn you, all right? Guess what? We're following what? After what? Righteousness, man. All right? Paul said, walk ye after the spirit thereof, man. All right? And what? Not the flesh. All right? So you can't come up against us, you know? Take him back.
Thank you.
All right. You know? That was a perfect example, you know? I got the scripture because he gave you some shit with Sasha Cracker Angels. You know what I'm saying? Seeds of bullshit. You know? Hey, all right, Grandpa, don't even get on my body here. But he gave to us because he seen, you know, right in the Bible, we got to preach, you know?
That's like Christianity's falling, man. A lot of people don't even fucking believe it.
Give it to somebody that needs it. You don't. Go on here.
This is 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 15. But he that is spiritual judges all things.
Well, that was a different, wasn't that one? But that's a good one too. Him that is spiritual. If you're a spiritual man, all right, no, that's a beautiful scripture. Because if you're a spiritual man, all right, you'll know that this place is fucking falling apart. You'll know this place is getting more and more evil every day, man. All right, and you see the Lord judges. I just did a lesson the other day about what's the project? Progressively wicked, you know. It more. I don't care what. Like, hey, like this is Pride Month. How you give a whole month to homosexual, man? And you ain't get that to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know,
Exactly.
with the most oppressed people on earth. All right. The poor. How did sodomites end up with a whole fucking month? How? But they show you who's ruling. The scripture says, so is the king, so is the people. So this devil, all right, this Edomite, okay, he's nothing but a sodomite, all right? He's nothing but a homosexual, man. And if anybody that's following him, man, and that's down and don't have a problem with it, man, all right, they don't look at it as it being foul, man, you gonna go down with his ass. Or what are you, I ain't gonna judge nobody. Well, your brother just read, a spiritual man judge of all things. But then these people be talking about, I'm spiritual. But I ain't gonna, but I'm spiritual. But you can't be spiritual. Alright? You believe in some fucking crystals, alright? Or what else you do?
Tarot.
Yeah, tarot cards, that don't make you spiritual. Alright? Make you wicked, alright? Make you a witch, alright? But you marry based off witchcraft. All right. From your TV, from the symbols that they put on these fucking restaurants. Oh, like this right here, the balance thing.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah, you know there's no justice with him.
Scales
You
of
know?
injustice.
He don't know what justice is.
It says, yet he himself is judged of no man.
So, well, actually, that went perfect. And he himself, because it's what? They give him there's no condemnation.
You said you can't judge him. According to the scripture.
There's no condemnation, man. You can't judge him. Because it's a worldly view. All right? And the scriptures say what? Remember the days of old. All right? So that's why we look down on you people, man. That's why we look at you in fucking disgust. You know? Because you're wicked. And you're down with this, all right? What you call America, man. America is fucking going through shit, and niggas are still trying to hold on to America. I mean, America is doing bad, man. All right. America is that one crackhead in the neighborhood. All right. The one that's worse off.
Worst one.
The worst one. That's America.
Yeah.
All right. Steal your shit, try to sell it back to you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Steal your shit and we'll sell it back to you.
That's America, man.
Yeah, you gotta pay. You buy a house, you gotta pay what's called a land tax. This ain't your fucking land. How be paying the tax for land that you stole?
Then these people are doing, look, this nigga got a hoodie and a jacket. The hoodie and it's hot as hell. This nigga walk across the street. These people are fucking through.
He got on the jacket too. Oh, sugar tank.
With all black on. You know?
Oh, ice cream truck.
Go ahead.
It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Mashiach Yahushua.
Right, there's no condemnation at them that's actually serving the Lord. Read.
Who walk
in spirit and in truth. All right. In spirit. What's spirit? The word of the Heavenly Father. What's truth? The word of the Heavenly Father. All right. Doing the things that was actually told us to do. Not going into no church, hooping and hollering. All right. Not bowing down to some goddamn crystals. All right. Not being into Islam. Or then we got the niggas. I read the Bible with the Quran. But nigga, you are lost. All right. You are confused if you read the Bible with the Quran.
Which that's ironic because the Bible tells you, it says, none shall want her mate. And, you know, so that's always not in the Quran.
Because says Solomon was wicked for having any wives. So
The spirit.
Was he more than that?
It says, for the law of the spirit of life in Mashiach Yahushua have made me free from the law of sin and death.
No, he can stop right
this is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
there. Hey, that's what Paul said. Do you hate me because I tell you the truth? Y'all act like we wrote it. And most, every American household has a Bible somewhere. Yet you motherfuckers be mad at us for bringing out the truth, man. All right, the things what the scriptures actually say. That's fucking crazy. How you mad at us because a book you own too? We read it and we telling you about it. That don't make no fucking sense. You bastards should be grateful.
1 John chapter 2 verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the
And
world.
that's what it boils down to. You motherfuckers love the world, man. All right? Because what's that? You read the other say, if you would love the world would love his own. If you would love the world, the world would love his own.
Yeah. And that's what the Lord said. Blessed be he who is not offended in me. Because he knew that this word was going to offend people. It offended people back then. This word is how Yahweh Shah went up on the cross. You know? Because the ways of the world, the ways of this world, this so-called freedom and this lack of boundaries is unprofitable, man. We see that by the condition of the world, man, the condition of the people. It's unprofitable. It's more profitable to go by the law of the Lord, man. You know? If we went by the law of the Lord, wouldn't nobody be, first of all, heavy set or fat, obese? Or families would prosper. It wouldn't be no abortions.
Yeah.
You know? It wouldn't be no hungry, homeless people on the earth. You know? Women wouldn't be in the workforce, which would make them more feminine. Hey, that's another thing that would heal relationships, man. Hey, back when women weren't in the workforce, they actually needed us. They needed a man, but when they got put in the workforce, they're like, well, what are you doing this for? But they're gonna see why. See when protection is taken away, they're gonna see why when the fucking lights go out, when the lights go out, and when all chaos starts breaking out, these food shortages and all this shit, then people gonna see. But if the ways of the Lord are not grievous, man.
Good precept. Matthew, let me right to the point, 24 and 10. And then shall many be offended. Hear that? Then shall many be offended. I'm tired of you looking at these fucking lights, man.
Precept.
And then many shall be offended and shall betray one another and hate one another. That's what's going on right now. People are offended. Right? You can't say certain things on the internet, right? Without them flagging your page, you know, or calling it hate speech. Yeah. All right. Then it's about to become a time that you're going to betray one another, man. All right, kill one another.
Like the other earlier, that's not offended. There's going to be a lot of people that get offended at the truth. All right, because the scripture says what? Enter in at the straight gate. Straight gate, position of difficulty. Now we go through our little difficulties now, but the real difficulties is in the road ahead, man. The near future, man. They trying to have artificial breast milk. All right, Esau, the scripture said Esau coming down with great wrath. So it's like the apostle, the elders in Texas, they always bring out understanding what you're a part of, knowing what you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? Because it's honey.
The scripture said with all deceivableness in the book of Thessalonians.
Yep.
So he just ain't gonna come with this. So he gonna come with some real deceptive shit, man.
Yep.
And he coming hard right now. Esau is going hard right now, man. Mm-hmm. This devil is going, and you people, you don't even see it.
Yeah, hey, the gun rights, that's at the forefront right now.
Esau is going hard, bro. He got mass shootings. He fucking with the guns. He's blowing up different food things, man. Yeah. You know. He got the pride parade, you know.
In Europe, they was trying to pay farmers not to farm.
Yeah,
like forever, like not in the future. Like you have to, like they give you some money, you would never farm again. When I heard it was a pig farm, but nevertheless, like damn, never farm again.
Farm? I ain't got no corn. I ain't getting no cows and chickens. So what you want me to do with it?
They burned them. They killed them.
You know? So this man, he's dead set on what? Bringing corruption, bringing evil into the world, bringing mass death into the world, man.
Yeah, a system of control and slavery. You know, because this new system, It's gonna sound good, but once they get it in play, people gonna figure out it's a form of slavery. Hey, when you can't put your funds in the bank and they got to be on a chip, hey, what you got out there? Hackers. You got people that can hack a microchip. You know? Oh, you were hacked. We're so sorry. You have no money in the bank. Your life is gone. You know? But this new system is going to be a form of slavery, man. Because the economy is so messed up right now that the only thing that can fix it is slavery. Free labor.
Yep. Done.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, brother.
That's rare.
You know, hey, brother, you got the fringes, you got the horn, you know. I see them, you know, with big ass throw on you. You're right. Yeah. Say, don't call me black, call me Israelites. Yeah. You know? Go ahead.
And he said, shalom.
And that's all good. See, but like the brother said, that's rare. All right? See, man, it's only a small remnant, like the scripture say, according to the election of grace. That's crying and sighing for the abominations area, man. See, these people ain't signing the cramp what's going on, man. Relax. All right? In a minute, they're going to start pushing pedophilia on you, man. Not just homosexuality.
Which they doing too.
All right?
Yep. And by the way, the vaccination for the children just passed.
Yep.
So now they're gonna be like, well, if you don't get your child vaccinated, then we can take your child.
Hey, they're gonna make it legal, all right, for you to on a 4-year-old, all right. See, so you choose, man. You gonna really bow down and be down with a man like that, man? Somebody as foul as that, man? I mean, every morning I wake, it's something wicked in the news. It's something wicked. This nigga is some wicked Esau is doing, or a nigga, all right? Or a nigga, man.
Yeah. And they take your child from you, and then you see your fucking child marry some goddamn where, man.
Well, that's how you know it's all about Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's either a nigga that's doing something or a damn Edomite is doing something every day. And you Negroes out there, you should just be ashamed of yourself. You should be completely ashamed of yourself. The way you living over here in America. How you don't give a damn about yourself, man.
Fake ass life.
Go ahead.
Dogs that can't bark. Hey, this all of this oppression going on, and ain't nobody saying shit but us, man. You niggas walk past in this rat race life of trying to find some substance, and that's the whole of their life, looking for some type of substance or gain in a world that's totally against it. You know, this is the most righteous thing going on in the earth, man.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6.
Go ahead. Go.
was going into
Man, just wait it out.
Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, curse be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord.
Read it over again.
Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, curse be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm.
Yeah. So that's a curse too. You trust in Esau, man. You trust in society, man. All right. You doomed. You doomed, man. All right. If you make your rock, man, you're done. Look, there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. But until Yahweh Shai, all right? And the Heavenly Father, man, Yahweh, all right? There's no way out of this. You can't get no reparations to get out of this. You can't buy your own goddamn land and start growing shit to get out of this.
Start feeding the poor.
You can't start feeding the poor. None of that, man.
Can you read 2 more verses in that? You said, curse be the man that trusted, because ultimately this devil he's You're in a world where you have to trust in it. You can't do ain't no collecting rainwater, living off the grid, farming on your own.
Order out of camp.
Order up. He making it so you have to, you know.
Come to me like, there's a Chucky guy used to say, I'm a good guy.
Oh, some
shit like that, man. Yeah, you want to be friends? I'm a good guy.
You're a good guy, so.
But really, he's Chucky. Really, that motherfucker, Charles Lee Ray. Really, you know what I'm saying? Chucky look down and shit.
Children out there.
Yeah, did he wake up trying to kill you?
Yeah.
They never stop.
You know what I'm saying?
First you start whispering, we're putting that doctrine in your ear.
You know, the movie, the eyes, the head spinning around the little motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's Esau. He did the fucking Chucky, man.
Hey, and just like the, bro, that's spiritual, bro. And just like the end of this world, when the woman threatened to throw him in the fire, what happened? He came down with great wrath. You know, when she opened the fire pit, was about to throw him in there.
No. He was already bringing wrath before his ass got thrown in there.
Yeah, but she didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Hey, she didn't know who the enemy was.
She said, speak now, I'm going to throw you in the fire. And they looked at him and start going crazy. He had no choice. She already knew. He knew. He's like, well, shit, fuck it. I ain't got nowhere to hide no more. See, I might as well kill the bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Esau ain't gonna have nowhere to hide.
Yeah. Hey, because the Lord will be ready to throw this place. When the Lord get ready to throw this place in the fire, these fucking crackers gonna go crazy. They're gonna go nuts, man. Hey, when this whole gun law thing come to America and Canada, they just brought out some really strict gun laws, man. Which Canada was already on that shit. But when America try that shit, hey, that's gonna be a last straw with a lot of these white people.
Yeah, you're about to say that's gonna be it. All these things going, bro. All right, buddy, you're going too far.
Yeah.
All right, it didn't matter that you pass along fucking the dog, but our guns.
cold American civil rights hands.
Now you're going too far, buddy. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 17.
Read out.
Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. 6. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh.
Right, so you're gonna perish, man. You're gonna be burned up, and you're not gonna see what good coming. Because when you read Ezra's, the scriptures say we gotta go through the position of difficulty before we get to the kingdom of heaven. All right. But the people that so-called believe and think they Christians, it ain't gonna be no 7 years of tribulation when you get beamed up and you go to heaven and everybody else got to deal with the evil. No, the scripture, Revelation says that I will keep thee from the hour of test, but shall try the world.
And that's bugged out. So what about these racist ass, you know, want to be so-called, you just gonna get beamed up there?
Yeah.
In the rap, hell no, bitch.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta pay for what you did, man.
Right, but you're not gonna see when good coming. That's deficit on that, brother.
That's Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6. It says, for the vile person shall speak violently. Villainly.
Right, because you're the villain. You the bad guy. All right, it's like when you watch Scooby-Doo and you find out at the end who the bad guy was. In the beginning, he always started out as the good guy. He always started out.
I ain't never seen a black character in there under, man.
It was always an older white guy.
Yep.
Or when you go, remember the Wizard of Oz? Wizard of Oz, the dog pulled the curtain back. It's an old white dude.
Old decrepit.
In The Simpsons, Montgomery Burns.
Yep.
Who looked like the Rothschild.
Jacob.
Yep.
And the dog likes that show. The Smurfs.
The one.
Oh, evil.
What's that? Gilgamesh.
Gargamel. He looked like Jacob Rothschild too.
Yep. That old Jew. Old Jewish.
Yeah, he do like looking over his face with you, man.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They're passing a bunch of they just passed what you call that? Anti-Semitic hate thing, whatever. Just like they passed the hate crime shit for the Moabites. All right, they passed. It might have been like a couple weeks ago. all right? Anti-hate, hate fucking something, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Because here you go, how you gonna pay? You hate everybody. You call everybody goyim, you know? That's hypocrisy, you know? And y'all look down on people, you know? Go ahead, man.
It says, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy.
Yeah, this man a hypocrite. I mean, I'm doing this to help you. I'm doing this to save you. Whole time he grabbing more clutches and more grip on your life. And you know what? He don't just want control. He just want to be nasty to you. You ever met people that they just want to be nasty to you?
You should have a spike.
Yeah, he just want to be. He already got all the power, all the money. He want to be nasty to you, and he don't want you to even to make a peep about it.
Basically, you want to make your life a living fucking hell, man. Which your life is already hell. Bad enough, motherfucker, got to get up and go to work, pay dumbass bills, pay for water. All right.
Hey,
Deal with the rest of these weirdo scumbags, man. You know what it's like having to wake up around niggas every day, man? Deal with niggas? Try living in the hood or something. Try living in Gary and try living in fucking Delaney Projects. Detroit, Michigan. Gangbanging ass LA. Your life is already is fucking traumatized. He want to make it worse than that.
I found the bill, HR 3515, Preventing Anti-Semitic Hate Crimes Act.
The water, see? Mm-hmm. And you scumbag. You're the most hateful motherfuckers on earth, man.
And you don't see nothing in the news about constant, non-stop attacks on them people. It's just. But when you cut on the news, it's always something happening to the Israelites. The police just shot and killed the pregnant woman last week.
4 people just died in Tulsa, Oklahoma for shooting.
They always commit some act,
Some
violent act against our people. But the minute see what happened in New Jersey, what that a year or so ago, when the guys got mad and they was saying anti-ish stuff. Well, whole time they had a reason. Here it is, y'all making the rent super high to move us out of there. First of all, it's already a project. Then you're gonna make the rent super high, so when people voice their complaint or voice their opinion, oh, nah, it's hate.
Yeah. Voice their frustration.
Voice their frustration.
You know.
But it ain't hate because they can't enact their hate. See, you people enact their hate. That's the difference between racism and black people are racist. We ain't racist. We ain't got the means.
Because they do that. It's called what's the name of that? Gentrification.
Right.
They raise the rent on purpose so they can move you out because they want that land.
Exactly.
All right. Mm-hmm. Tell me how wicked is that, man?
Yeah, that's why you got to sign what's called a lease, because when you in a lease, they can't raise the rent. But sooner or later, you're going to break that lease, and the new lease that's going to be presented is going to be the fucking wicked-ass price.
So $500 more.
Or like out here, every year the rent go up.
Yep. Until it caps off at the end of like $1 million.
It's just automatic. Up every year, you just expect your rent to go up every year out here.
And then they blaming on, well, we have to keep up with the price of living. You see how much fucking it costs to live? Gas is $5. $10 is 2 gallons in your shit.
Yeah, it's all the pressure. Hey, a person with bad credit. A person with bad credit that doesn't make a lot of money, of course, because he got bad credit. That's the person. That person got to pay the highest fucking car note.
Yeah.
Or insurance.
What kind of sense does that make?
That don't make no fucking sense, man.
So I got to receive more hell.
Yeah,
because I'm poor.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't oppress the poor, but he catches them into his neck, man. Everything, all this whole system is designed for you to fail, man. They do oppress the poor, man. And those type of shit like that is designed to hurt us. Because white people have what's called generational wealth that started back in slavery, man.
Or even if they don't, they'll have something called empathy. Because this white teacher was going into how so-called white teacher, how black people are viewed, even as kids, and how white people are viewed as kids. I see you. They was talking. The other white people was talking about how they went and got loans, and the one white woman, she was like, she couldn't believe they got it. She was like, and she admitted, she was like, she just knew if it was a black person, they wouldn't have got it because there's this thing called neuron mirroring where these Edomites, they cannot have compassion on us. That's just like Amos 1:11. It says for 3 transgressions of Edom, 4 the Lord will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he pursued his brother with the sword and cast off all pity, all compassion. It's in them. They can't feel no type of sympathy and empathy. Look, you know you don't try to explain your situation to the police or your boss or your landlord, and they got that blank face looking at you like, I'm still taking you to jail.
Still write you this ticket.
I'm still firing you. I'm still putting you out. They can't empathize with you. They can't relate.
Even in the book of Obadiah, when it says you should have not looked on your brother while he was at low, they attacked us when we were at low.
They did it when we left Egypt.
Attacking our old and sick.
And the feeble. And who was it? Amalek.
Yeah, Amalek.
And who is it again? Who is it again?
Right after they rejected us to let us part of our land, so we turned it back around to go back the other way, and you stabbing us in the back. You know. You can't tell me that's especially old. You know, you think of old, and you just sitting there juking them up.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But see the problem is now Amalek done. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
It says, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the souls of the hungry.
Can I grab this real quick? Increase. Proverbs 22:16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no, that's true, because they had a graph showing right before COVID hit in 2020. They had
Did you ever watch Deadpool?
Right before 2020 hit everything, they showed the net worth of all these billionaires. And then they showed like a year or two after. They showed like I only quadruple is an understatement how much
they made billions on top of billions, man. Hell with millions. They made billions on top of billions, man. To the point they call the dude Jeff Bezos, the top, the richest person,
Right? How they?
These guys worth at 400 or 500 billion. That's insane.
I think you were more than that.
Probably even more than that. Because I remember Jeff Bezos like
30 billion or something.
About like roughly when I first moved down here, when Amazon wasn't really all that, he was like worth like maybe like 20, maybe 30 billion. Then when 2019, 2020.
Bro, this devil is worth $132 billion. $132 billion, man.
You got one.
Bill Gates worth more than that.
Yeah, you got one man worth that much money, and you got world fucking hunger, starvation and shit. You got so-called. Hey, why don't they put a cap on the wealth that you can collect, man? Why don't they put a cap on that?
That you can collect wickedly.
Yeah, man.
And guess what? You got people in this state working for Amazon for $20 an hour. Sometimes less than that.
Elon Musk, 218 billion. Some chick named McKinsey, 33 billion. Bill Gates, 125 billion. All right.
And I remember Bill Gates when he was only worth like 15, 16 billion.
Bernard, probably I can't see his whole name. 147 billion. Warren Buffett. Oh, that devil Warren Buffett. All right. When they were talking about the damn inflation, right? He said, "Well, just get another job."
Yeah. And the other guy who I believe it, Shark Tank, which the one I think he said something about people getting 2 or 3 jobs.
Yep, he said that. Yep.
Top 10 rich.
Basically, because the only thing you're doing is making them rich.
You're making them more money.
Making them more money.
And if all the people in office are rich, how can the poor be looked on with a sincere eye? A rich person can never look on a poor person at their level and say, "I feel you." But these politicians, they're all silver spoon fed, and that's why the poor never get taken care of. That's why they don't understand oppression. That's why they're all sociopaths and narcissists, man. You know, because they don't have the problems that the general population have. You know, Joe Biden, he never had the problem that a brother in the hood had. He never lived at that level. So he's not going to be able to come down and feel what that person is going through.
You know what? You know what? The reason he was so tough on him because Negroes voted for Joe Biden, but he's behind the crime bill. He was one of the main ones behind it. But you know why? His son was smoking crack. That's why.
You know another thing?
You know, but he was adamant about it. And when he came, they was like, "Well, can you come up with some kind of conclusion?" He was like, "No, just lock him up. Just lock him up." He said, "Look, he don't care about where we come from. All right,
Yeah.
you grew up in a single parent house, whatever." He said he didn't care.
Yeah.
You know,
He said that.
this is before the damn dementia.
Yeah.
You know,
You can actually go on YouTube and look at him saying that. He was like, he said, I don't care the reasoning by it. And he even admitted that so-called white people the reason behind it. He said that's not a factor. He said, I just don't want them hitting my mother in the head with a pipe and your mother in the head with a pipe. And another thing about so-called Negroes that voted for Joe Biden, they know about him doing the crime bill. But when a so-called white person do it to them, they got Stockholm syndrome so bad, and they subconsciously hate themselves so much, they always willing to forgive. They know about that crime bill, but you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive people. But somebody step on your shoe, all right? Somebody look at you funny.
You gotta take their life.
You got a problem with them though. But here it is. This man been in office 40-something years, and ain't never did nothing to so-called help your people.
he spent most of his life destroying so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, coca leaves and poppy leaves, which are the main two ingredients for crack and heroin, don't even grow in America. So that alone tells you that the government is the main supplier. How can you go to a small town like Kokomo and buy crack? And it don't even grow in America. That lets you know that the government is behind it, man. The government is the one importing all of these things in here to supply the drug industry, man, behind the scenes. And then at the head of the scenes, they're saying, "Oh, we got a war on drugs."
Could you grab that in the book of Habakkuk real quick? Say, man, they look upon and neighbors think this real quick. We're gonna get right back to the brother tomorrow. Because really, that's what we're going into, you know.
This is Habakkuk.
We got here what time? Every day?
It's the book of
Okay. Thank you. That was
it's Yahweh, but we know what you mean.
a
It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and 15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him."
Now that's really talking about, philosophy, all right? But also, whether it's drugs too,
Yeah.
all right? And also literal drink. Look what he did to Gad.
Yeah.
Gad called it what? Fire water, man. They turned Gad into what? Alcoholics, man. And they knew that made Gad weak, man. All right. And they knew what crack was going to actually do when they put it out there, man. Woe to you that what? Giveth thou neighbor drink. Go ahead.
It says, "That putteth thy bottle to him."
That puttest thou bottle to him, or what? The things that you actually believe. That's why it's so hard for these people to actually believe. But really, it's really the Most High. But it says, "Our gospel here is hid to them that are lost." Because what? Because the God of this world have blinded them. All right? He started to use the TV, all right, the media, the school system, all right? And his other, the church, the medicine, all right? To keep you all brain dead. Go ahead.
Especially that church.
Especially that church.
They say the church, the so-called black church done racked up about 400 billion since the 70s.
And his other little trinkets. Because this thing is to keep you oppressed.
Right.
So the thing, he tried to make you think that money is the answer to completely everything. So he keeps you going after that dollar.
Yeah.
Constantly. constantly. I'm chasing the bag. I'm chasing the bag. I'm chasing the bag. That's part of his fucking philosophy, man. Yeah. Get rich, you be out. You know what I'm saying? Or hell, yeah, you doing or whatever for that money, man. You know.
Christianity is worth 1.7 to 2.8 billion.
Oh, hey, a woman just came out. I don't know the woman, but she just came out. Yeah, she said, yeah, I fuck dogs in Dubai for money.
Yeah,
but I'm rich now. You know, that's a filthy, wicked act, man.
Yeah, that and the beast supposed to be put to death, man.
Yeah, man. That's a filthy, wicked act, man. But we in this present world, we live in a place where somebody can go on the internet and say that, man, and not feel any shame.
Yeah, to mess a sin of death like that. So you're supposed to be put to death.
That beast and the woman.
Because now they both ain't no good.
Now they both ain't no good, right?
Because now
just like you brought out, when a man is basically lies with another man, they can never forget that beast. That same thing.
now the beast want to keep popping humans.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, freaky, nasty ass. That bitch liked it.
Now you gotta kill the wild beast and the dog.
And you made the beast foul.
And that was an Israelite woman.
Yeah.
You're nasty, and the Lord don't kill you, bitch. They talking about what I didn't hurt any bitch. You hurt the animal. You fucking defiled the animal.
And yourself, man. Sperm.
Fuck her. Piece of shit. That dog worth more than her.
It definitely is.
Cause she supposed to know better.
Yeah, but she can say that openly on the internet and not feel no shame about it. You know, and there's no recourse or there's no punishment behind that, man.
He should have been locked off.
Yeah, man.
You want me to finish that, brother?
It says, woe unto him that giveth his name a drink, that putteth thy bottles to him, and maketh him drunk and also. And maketh him drunk and also.
And that's the thing. You ever seen somebody purposely get somebody drunk?
Yeah.
All right, so they can take advantage of that individual. But that's what Esau is doing. When he put that money in front of you, when he put Christianity in front of you, when he put college in front of you. Just for him to what? How you basically naked out there, man. All right? How you completely conquer. So he can do whatever the hell he want to you, man. All right? Because that's what he's doing.
And that's what and through his wicked studies, that's what he know to be true. Because they study that the more you demoralize a person and the more you debase them, they're easier to control and they're easy to mislead. That's why a lot of these people, these MK Ultra, a lot of these people do these little shoot up, these little planned little things. Them people is debased. Like you see what happened with the one guy in the tennis, what was that? The Texas shooting. He was like a transformer.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they know when you debase people, demoralize people, they're easier to control.
Shows you that movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. That demon, Azazel. He was possessing the base people. He possessed his brother, which was a homosexual. But when he tried to come into Denzel, he couldn't do it. That's why he looked at Denzel and like, man, I can't possess him. You know? So he used everything around him to get to him, to make him weak enough. And then when he finally made him weak, he started back smoking. He started, he was losing his mind a little bit because Hazel had to break him down. But through the spirit power of Yahweh Shah, we're not going to get broken down. All right? We're constantly going to edify. We're constantly going to keep getting built up. You know?
Yep, it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Go ahead.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory.
Yeah. And the things, the way you got things, man, all right, the way you did things, all right, to get your power, man, this is really a shameful thing, man. Because you went way far beyond, all right? You just conquered, or you popping, man, you turning people homosexuals, all right? You're making the people have no morals, man. All right. All right. There's no morality in this place, man. Not a lick of it anymore, and that's why it's gonna be destroyed.
That's the only answer.
That's why America's gonna be destroyed, man.
You have a field where it's oil that's spilled on it. The only way to purify that field where you can grow plants again is to burn it. Fire purifies. When they have forest fires, they say the grass grows back thicker afterwards. So
greener.
The Lord's going to use fire to purify this place.
Yeah. Then you come back and you be right.
Yeah.
All right. Starting with our people, man. You need that fire, man. You niggas need that fire, man. You know. You niggas need it. Cause you about it through. All right. You're victims of this devil. But think about it. You ain't even fighting off the nigga, man. All right. You niggas, you don't got no backbone over here, man. You don't stand for nothing. You go with the flow, niggas. Well, but y'all say get it, I'ma get it. He's gonna mess with my paper. I ain't be able to take care of my, I'ma get it. Suck asses, man. Punk asses. Go ahead. Any more than that? No, we're gonna go back to what Kamara had.
It says, thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah. Hey, now ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? Now you got the Israelites, all right, on the corner, telling you about yourself, man.
Going to your side.
Yeah, showing you your evil deeds, all right? Your foreskin is being seen. That's what Jeremiah made Esau bear, all right? He cannot hide himself, all right? That's the point of us knowing that you Esau, man. That you a Edomite, all right? Ain't that right? You choosing. One of us. One of us, cutie. You ain't get up the street. You got a little rump thing. Anyways, that's another way you evolve.
I was just thinking that.
You know? The Edomite woman, man, man, bro. I don't even say nothing. Go ahead.
It says,
also, Jeremiah, let thou widows trust in me. All right.
it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee,
Yeah.
and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
See, a shameful spewing shall be upon our glory, man. Now, majority of the people, mainly I say the people outside of America, is looking at you for who you really are. All right?
Right.
What's going on, my man? All right. Go ahead.
It says, you want me to read it?
No, this is okay. Go ahead.
It says, it says to.
I thought you were gonna say something. Bruh. Niggas downtown crazy. Go ahead, man.
It says, and to utter error against the Lord.
Read up a little.
It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy.
The practice of hypocrisy.
So that's what his heart will work. That's what he's doing. He's coming with the artificial baby formula, artificial breast milk. All right, trying to get people to stop eating meat.
Hold on, let them read that one part. This is gonna go right away. Hold on. Go ahead.
And to utter error against the Lord.
Bam. To utter error against the Lord. Oh, what you just say? Artificial what?
Breast milk, artificial Similac. All right, but he want people to stop eating meat. Eat what they call it? Impossible burger.
Yeah, right.
These other options, which is ultimately hypocrisy. Because you see what, imagine if we had 10 more years in this place, the effects that all that stuff would have on your body. People just running around here sick and don't know why.
Hey, brother, man, bro, I got home, man, and out the fucking car, like little fucking specks of fucking silver shit. I was like, yo, I'm like, man, I'm fucking going out bad here.
Yeah.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Radiation everywhere.
Yeah, I was just coming from the gym. You know, I'm like, damn, man. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, well, shit.
Esau.
Let me sit into this shit go away. Go in the fucking house.
Sit around, eat dinner, man. Shit, did a lesson. But at the end of the day, look, it ain't really nothing you can do. You go to his hospital, he don't want a fucking doctor on you.
Yeah,
You know,
doctor.
doctor.
Man, I'll be praying, man. I'll be praying, but Lord, please don't send me in no fucking hospital. Man, because right now, with all this shit being passed, you better believe they know our information. They're gonna send they're gonna send Dr. Death after you.
They know.
Sending me text messages and asking me if I got it or not. And I know they're trying to rack up again so we got it again.
I'm getting a lot of weird text messages and WhatsApp numbers. Did we go to school together? No, bitch.
Yeah, I have them too.
Do you know Sam?
Long time
I've
no
been getting
see,
into-
Charles.
Coach Andy.
You know, see, but showing you, you know, this place is going out, man, and it's going out epically, man. You know, so America don't got a future. All right, and what are people that's in it? Go ahead.
It says to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry.
Right, so he wants your people utterly empty, man. All right, especially the Israelites, because what's the food, man? The ultimate food is the scriptures. All right, the scripture says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that lives from the heavenly Father." They trying to X the Bible out, man. They trying to X out answers to anything. You can't say nothing that's the truth.
Right.
When the scripture says the truth shall be evil spoken of, the scriptures being evil spoken of, and basically all truth, anything that's true. He's trying to recreate the world in his image, man. It is what he said is. You can't even simply say that if you're born with two breasts and a vagina, you're a woman.
Yep.
No. You can't call them a mother. Oh no, they're what they call mother? Now this is in legislation.
Even a woman. What defines a woman? They can't answer that.
Yeah, the new supreme, the first so-called black supreme justice on the court, right? Which was, well, here it is, she the first so-called black woman, but she can't define woman. Hypocrisy, right? And that's error against the Lord.
They're still trying to put the nigga woman on the pedestal. All right, and let me say, you black women, you're Satan. All right, you're fucking Satan. All right, you gonna fall hard right along with Esau. And don't come running our way, man. Okay? If you're in a certain age, don't run this way, man. All right? You can't be over that day break out. You can't be over 15. All right? If you're 16, you're getting the nuke. 16 and up, you're getting the nuke. All right? Cause I don't like you black bitches, anyways, man. All right?
It's weird out here today.
It's heavily
Pride
demonic,
month,
man. It's
Pride
Pride
month,
month, bro.
It's finally hot.
Esau got it. He got the witchcraft going. These people, really a lot of these people depressed. They Taliban gas.
No.
Look, these people look fucking depressed. Look at them. This nigga 500 pounds,
It's fine.
morbidly obese. Look at this nigga's stomach. All right, is over his feet, man.
Yeah, and then he got a sign big. He got a sign big.
And he wear like a 14.
You want to talk about? You talking about the bigger dude?
I ain't talking about him.
Yeah.
And he more big.
He a loser. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was saying the legislation, they not calling women with children mothers anymore. They calling them something else, man. All right? And all of this goes into his hypocrisy and everything, because what he do? And he said he was liberating a woman. But really he took away your defense. And now you just gonna be out there.
Yeah.
So ultimately he destroys you.
I got something real quick.
Easy, because y'all didn't put him a fight.
This is Isaiah 59:4. It says, "None calleth for justice, nor any pleader for the truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity."
Yep.
That's this place, man.
That's this place.
Nobody calling for the truth, man. Like you say, they're demonizing the truth, man.
Yep.
All right.
Anything you say that's true. You can't say nothing. I'm talking about, and I do mean anything. And that's what it's coming to, man.
Gestation.
Yeah, that's why we gotta use different. That's why we gotta use different code words.
Cold words.
Pronouns.
The jump shot.
I got some 2 Peter 2:2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways. The word pernicious means what? Destructive. Alright? Many shall follow their pernicious ways. But the reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. You see?
And the father, the name of the father is supposed to be changed to non-birthing parent.
Yeah, birthing parents. Birthing parent. The birthing parent and the non-birthing parent.
Yep. And the mother's supposed to be changed to gestation. That's fucking. Hey, wait. How are we non-birthing parents when it's our seed that makes the birth happen?
Abraham begat Isaac. Isaac begat. We the beginners.
Yeah, man.
Stupid.
What the fuck?
And the thing is, they know all of this. All of this is in some science book somewhere, history book somewhere. They know what we said. We ain't making this up. It's true. It's known to be true.
Yes.
But this world through the leadership of the so-called white man,
completely out of
gearing away from truth. Go ahead. What you had?
It says to make empty the soul of the hungry.
Right, to make empty the soul of the hungry. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans just walking out here lost, don't know what to do. All right, even if you might have a feeling of an unction to do something, he trying to prevent you from accessing the outlet. Trying to shut the internet down. Talking about hate speech. The truth is now hate speech. There's people out there hungry for answers, man, and he trying to cut you off from that. You can't even know an answer to something. We can't do nothing about it physically on our own, because knowledge is power, man. Because as the Israelites, if we know when you know who you are, you also entail know who your enemy is. That's why it's imperative for them to keep you away from who you are, to keep you ignorant,
Keep you drunk.
keep you drunk. Because once you sober up, you're gonna realize, like, you've been giving me. Here it is. I've been asking for water, like they did Yahweh shot. They gave him the vinegar on the gun. They give him the water. The water the first time, right? See, I'm asking for water, and you giving me pop. You dehydrated. You killing. And not only that, when I come to the realization, I can't even do that. You pop, whoop me upside the head. Okay.
And he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
Right. And that's what he's trying to do. And ultimately, the Lord gonna let that happen, because this is the water, man. Yahweh Shai is what did it say? Yahweh Shai is the fountain. All right. He said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Right? So ultimately, when a couple years ago, the government was trying to come up with something called the Department of the Internet. And if they trying to come up with something, they already got it in the works.
Yeah.
So here it is.
They just try to make it seem like,
Yeah.
they did it in an orderly way.
Yeah.
But the agenda is already there, man.
Yeah. The infrastructure there, people hired,
Yeah.
people already working.
The damn deception is already there.
You see commercials, you might say something on your phone, next thing you know, you see commercials about it. Like, damn, he already monitoring, watching. Taking down video, he's trying to cause it to fail, man. You got more out?
The instrument also of the cherub are evil.
Right, his instruments. What? His weaponry, his devices. That's why the scripture said we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. He got many devices, whether they be physical or whether they be mental, whether they be a way of thinking. You got this new wave of young women, 20 years old. So what do you think about abortion? See, with each generation, they get more and more and more demoralized by his various instruments, man. And it says the instruments of the cherub are evil, man.
Yep.
If something positive happened in the process, it was an accident. And he's going to fix that.
And it's meant to bring confusion.
The scripture says that. It says if you do anything, if you do things good, he does it by heart.
It is. And ultimately, it is for him to keep you confused, man. All right, keep you delusional. Because you might talk to somebody and be like, well, I don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
You know? Well, I heard them saying this, and then like they don't know. You got people so fucked up, they don't know what's the truth, man. You know?
Hey, my one homie who came up and listened, he said one time, he's looking at the world and, you know, shit ain't right. But everybody agreeing with it, he looking at himself like, damn, am I the one who crazy? So that's the state that Esau want people in, man. Because once you get to second guessing and you ain't standing for nothing, you second guessing and doubting yourself, then you gonna go along.
Yeah, when you stand up and he's aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, he's aggressive because you have a standard. You always consider fucking aggressive, man, or mean. All right, you can't stand on your own 10. You know.
Why they can't say passionate? Because the word passionate means what? Fire, heat, right? It's the same thing. We passionate, man. Nobody aggressive. We ain't killed nobody.
Yeah.
And every time.
That's the difference between aggression and passion. I think aggressive is actually when you're putting hands.
Physical, huh?
Physical, yeah. Passion is just having, like you said, fiery.
Strong emotions.
Yeah,
we passionate. Now, the guys, Dylan Roof and them so-called white boys who went up there and killed people, they was aggressive. And what y'all say in the news, oh, he was a loner, he was a nerdy. No, he was aggressive. That's what he was.
Check that Transformer, when Ben Shapiro was talking to him, and when he touched him, he said, you're finna get punched right now. That's aggressive. You gotta come out here on a stretcher. That's aggressive.
Caitlyn. Because he
no, it wasn't Caitlyn. It wasn't Caitlyn Jenner. It was another. They were talking about that, but it was another Transformer.
Well, yeah, I seen the one there when they was in an interview and he had told him. He said, well, he said something about his gender, and he said, then you say something else, you're gonna leave out on it.
That's that one dude.
Ben Shapiro.
That's Ben Shapiro. Yeah, Shapiro.
But that's no. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was Caitlyn Jenner. That was
Caitlyn Jenner.
That was Caitlyn Jenner he was talking to.
Yeah, that was Caitlyn
And when he
Jenner.
said he's gonna leave on the stretcher, that was Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a
I
man.
thought you were talking about the Dave Chappelle one.
No. I know which one he's talking about.
I'm talking about Ben Shapiro.
Right. He said that's appropriate because he's gonna beat him up. He got offended.
Demons on.
Right.
Sodomites fight you.
Hey, and that cat is he is yeah, man, hey, bro, that dude is and that dude is real. That dude is he calls out because he's the one. Because you may be watching when the chick he called out the chick. He said, "Why can't you change your age?" And that was a general argument because it makes no sense. You can't change your age. He said, "Your decision has nothing to do."
In America, you can. Yeah, you can dress up like a baby and be like, I'm baby neutral with some weird ass shit. No, I don't know, man. What is that shit?
No,
Trans age.
Yeah, trans age, baby. Whatever.
Running around
the fuck
sucking
it is.
titties.
It doesn't make a difference. It's weird. It's fucking weird, man. I don't even care about the fucking correct name. It's weird. It's fucking weird, man. So got some nigga with a goddamn bib on and a fucking pacifier and a big ass diaper in a 10-foot crib. It's fucking sick.
brother posted something 2 weeks ago. Sickest thing I seen this woman.
Or that one little nigga woman that was dressed up like a dog in a cage.
She married the dogs.
You know? Some old weird, some weird shit. The bitch had bangs like a dog. It's fucking weird, man. But that was a nigga woman, man. That was an Israelite woman. Hey, but hey, that's the only known, man. A shameless woman shall be coming as a dog. You see? Go ahead, man.
It says, and deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor.
See, and deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor. And we've been talking about the devices. All right? That's why when they throw out food, they put a lock on the goddamn dumpster. When you can't get food, they ain't even expired yet. Or if it is expired, there's still some good. Devices are what? To destroy the poor. You know?
Oh, and you can't even beg for real no more.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody walking around with cash.
Well, yeah. We actually told a guy that. Like, shoot, man, you gotta get the little swipe thing, man. Making it cash in society, man.
They
Go ahead. Even the hustlers.
Yeah,
the brothers that played it.
They're gonna have to take food.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was listening to y'all on the way here, and your brother was saying, one of y'all had said he's actually conforming this place to his liking, man. You know, years ago you didn't see what people walk around pink hair. I seen a chick the other day downtown with fucking elf ears, man. You can get surgeries like that on your fucking insurance. That's like a normal
You
deed.
get clipped like a dog.
Yeah, man.
See? You get clipped, you get neutered like a fucking dog.
You get fang extensions.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
You get your teeth sharpened.
Yeah, motherfuckers getting tattooed with their skin all black. Them motherfuckers get surgically marbles implanted in their head.
Yeah.
You know, walking around look like a goddamn dummy, man. All black eyeballs.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Yeah.
All black eyeballs.
That shit freaked me out.
Blue
Press on it, yeah, press on it.
motherfuckers eyeballs tattooed.
This shit just
tattooed,
Like
man.
a demon.
That's straight demonic, man.
No tongue tattoo. You know.
And Jay go right along with that shit, man. You got some new friends.
See? Go ahead.
It says to destroy the poor with lying words.
Man.
Because they gonna be
That's speaking right there.
this gonna be our fault. In some way, somehow, the economy being messed up, they gonna somehow blame so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They gonna somehow do it, man.
Yeah.
And also find a way to blame something.
Yep.
Also,
Even if it's not that.
Yep.
And also, hey, you're African. You're Hispanic. Those are lying words, man. We Israelites, man. We the children of the Lord, man. And that got us destroyed. That's another way of saying you're an American. That's another way of saying that the white people are on you, man.
We ain't indigenous either. None of that stuff. We ain't native either. I'm native. No, we ain't
Like,
native.
man, I'm tired of you, man. I know the Most High is most definitely tired of you motherfuckers. He gonna get you motherfuckers.
Hey, that's a fitting scripture too, right? Because he said, so
The Lord is gonna get these people, bro. He gonna fuck these people the fuck up, man. Y'all are due to be put to death, man.
no idea.
You are doomed. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, he said, destroy the poor with lying words. Don't that fit Joe Biden? That fit Joe Biden to the T. Who the poor? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, who are predominantly Democrat, voted for Joe Biden for what? Thought he was gonna make it better. Thought he was an Obama Jr., Obama Part 2.
He didn't do shit.
Which he is. Because Obama didn't do nothing right, but
This nigga Obama on some steroids.
yeah. Because Obama helped further.
That nigga
you
is
know,
Obama.
But he works. He big bomb.
He big bomber.
Right. So he destroying the poor with lying words, and now he started off speaking all soft like a lamb. When he first before he got. But then, as soon as he got in office, he wasn't even in office 4 months yet. The stuff started coming out. Now what's coming out? Oh, we got the dark winter thing. Oh, we're gonna prepare for a dark winter. They talking about this winter. See, they confuse you. They said it last year didn't nothing really happen, right? But it's definitely gonna be this winter. All this different stuff coming out. Oh, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna be Now we approaching that Revelation 12 and 12.
Yeah.
The devil coming down, having great wrath.
Yep. Hey, y'all saw that recording on NASA where all those fucking ships was coming towards us. This motherfucker know what time it is, man. Yeah. He see all them ships coming towards us. He see the earth is surrounded.
Yeah, and really, you watch it. Sometimes the Lord just be fucking with them, man.
Yeah, just let you know I'm still here.
What the hell's going on? It is like outside of this world, and they're gonna come visit this place.
Hey, when he shut down the nukes, when the chariots shut down the nukes, they probably had threatened to nuke the chariots. They probably said, we're gonna send them, we're gonna nuke them, and the Lord shut that shit off, man. Hey, oh shit!
They've been doing this since 1988.
Yeah, man.
Multiple stories I've heard.
Because the Lord was quick to show this cracker, I'm in control of this. I'm in control of life and death. You know? Hey, we probably been poisoned. These motherfuckers probably been in our house, poisoning our food, man. They probably been attacking us in ways that we don't even see. We just think we going through shit. You know? When I was trying to get another house, my credit score dropped down right below where I needed it to be to get the loan I needed to get a house. You know, for no fucking reason. For no reason, this shit just started dropping. You see a big line from up here to down here in less than 2 weeks. You know, and I don't really care. I don't really care about that. You know, because I got a home. You know, I got a roof over my head. You know, sometimes Jake wanna get, you know, where he gonna have his own space. You know, you got a family, you need your own space. You know, but hey, fuck it, man. You know, so we been attacked behind the scenes. Hey, this whole 1-9 thing was an attack. You know, this whole Pox thing is an attack. Hey, these food shortages, all of these are attacks, man.
The shootings too.
Yeah, the shootings, because it's all agenda based. Hey, ain't no shootings happening in Canada. Why they fucking up and they come?
And they one of y'all just said that they gonna try to find some type of way to blame it on Jake. They turned away to find the show. You see that interview? The lady said it was because of rap music.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's because of rap music that they did them shooting. They was crackers, man. They wasn't listening to no fucking rap music.
Yeah, they trying to blame rap music. Why so-called black people ain't went up and shot up no schools because of rap music?
Yeah. No, it's death metal, motherfucker.
Like they said, what was
it's in the name.
What was Christopher Columbus listening to when he was
right?
Yeah, sell on that fucking boat over here.
Yeah, exactly.
What was they listening to at Black Wall Street?
Right. Rosewood.
What was they listening to?
Many more. The ones blood something. Red something.
Yeah.
You know, what was they listening to then, man?
After the emancipation, when you really started getting hung, what was they listening to then?
Jake ran into that church and shot off.
Blew up the church. They killed the little girls.
Oh yeah, what was they listening to then? What was that? Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, yeah.
When the four little black girls got killed in the bombing.
Right. Hey, it's recent and pretty recent in 84, I think, or 87, when they dropped the bomb on the family in Philly.
That was the 80s. That was the 80s.
And
they was trying to live right.
They was trying to live right. They just cut off. They had cut off all of they didn't have no electric or nothing. They was living off the grid in the inner city. And you know, I don't know what group they was. They had their own everything, man. And they dropped the bomb on them, man.
There ain't even no crime in Canada. Ain't even no fucking crime hardly out there, man.
You know, you ever believe the Esau out there.
Yeah.
Esau out there. Because what they don't tell you, Esau commit most of the crimes you see in America.
Right.
Yeah. And that's according to the FBI statistics, bro. They commit the most crimes. Not you Negroes out there in America. Theirs is just not put on the forefront like us, all right?
I mean, they're not punished to the full extent of the law.
It's not publicized.
Yeah.
Publicized.
The so-called shooter, you didn't even see his face for 3 days. Man, a nigga shoot somebody, his face all in the media the first day.
Allegedly.
His mother, they talking to his mother, got her out there, the sun going down.
This thug.
Yeah, he ain't even guilty yet.
Before they got him, they got a sketch.
And he ain't no nice words being used to describe him. They ain't talking about how he was a loner. All right, they ain't talking about how he was on the,
This is what the little thug.
this murderer.
Even when the needy speaketh right. It says, let me read that over. It says, the instrument also of the cherub are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Even when the needy speaketh right.
Like, so we saying what's right out there. But we the enemy. But we the bad guy. That's how you know the world is wicked. It's this old quote, I forget who said, one of those, philosophers back in the day, he said, you want to know who's in charge, know who you can't talk about. Yep. Well, the wicked is in charge, because you can't talk about nothing wicked going on. You can't say nothing true about what's going on, man. Because what's going on is total wickedness. Abortions.
I was just thinking that, bro.
Pronouns.
This pronoun thing.
You can go to jail for mispronouncing a person's pronoun.
They just jailed somebody in Europe. One of them, Finland, Sweden, they jailed somebody in Europe for condemning homosexuality with the Bible.
Yeah, they're trying to ban the Bible.
Hi.
It was a guy. It was a guy that did a petition. He said he just did the petition. I heard one of the brothers say this.
Oh
Yeah, shit, Jay. She got. And the guy, he was just doing a scenario, and he was trying to do. He said he was just going to put out there that the Bible was. He said he was going to go out there. He wanted to do a scenario and just see what the people said would say. He said I'm going to do a petition, and we're going to try to ban the Bible. And he said the responses he got, man, was overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing it just to see.
Yeah,
I think the pastor brought that up. But she did speak.
I must. They're doing something.
Yeah, man. And another thing, when during the French Revolution, around that time in Europe, they said they was lusting to get their hands on the Christians. It was a lot of murder, because that's when all that free thought was happening. You had them thinkers, Friedrich Nietzsche and all them people coming in with that alternative thought away from the Bible. See, people don't want to believe in the Bible because the Bible say, nope, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's abomination. That's disgusting. You should die for that. Oh, you should get because you don't die for everything, but there's punishments for certain things.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want the scripture. But the same way,
And there's no gray line. There ain't no if you do it one time, then you should be forgiven. No, you do this shit, you gonna die.
Period. Because even if it's not a sin unto death, you should still be judged on it.
Yeah.
The Lord will eventually judge you.
It's too cut. It's
All
too.
right.
It's too cut plain. And this society hates too cut plain. No, I said they like grace. They like to. Well, I did it, but say words to make me feel good, so it doesn't feel as bad as I did.
Right.
Because the scripture say what the wages of sin. The wages of sin is death.
Yeah.
You ain't just say, adultery is the way. No, the way you do enough of the Lord, eventually gonna get you. Even if it's not a sin that's written you right. You know, eventually the Lord is gonna judge you for it, man. You know.
Yeah. Hey, what does the scripture say? In Sirach, it say say not I've sinned and what had happened to me.
Yep.
But in the next part it say, the Lord is long suffering, but he will no wise let thee go. The Lord not going to let you get away with it. You know, there's a judgment behind that. And whether the Lord chooses to stack that up and just off you, or just, hey, the Lord said he chastises whom he loves. So if you're a man of the Lord, you get the pat, the Lord slap you up real quick, man. But if you're in the world, your shit just add up because you're gonna get death anyway. Your shit just add up. So when it comes time for you to die, ain't no feeling sorry.
Yeah, that's why when the Lord finally give it be without remedy, bro.
Yep.
When you hear about certain how they died, you be like, shit. Lord judged them, you know.
No way, man. Motherfucker, stomach cancer.
It be without remedy, man.
You're driving off, getting in and hitting a ditch or tree, then the car burst up in fire.
A lot of people do that.
Did I show you the car?
No. That's crazy.
I'll show you the fucking car.
People would dance about that tree.
Hold on.
I like it.
That was scared the hell out of me.
And another thing happening now, a lot of people getting snatched up, getting sold, getting sexed, which has been happening, but now the access to the information coming out more. A lot of people getting sex trafficked.
Hey, Lord needs to be feared.
Damn.
You don't even like that was a car.
Right.
Hey, you see the Boston video? He was just saying a Matchbox cars, man.
The Lord ain't to be fucked with, man. This was a Cadillac truck.
Yeah, I remember
That was a Cadillac truck. That was a fucking Cadillac truck.
You see that? About the truth.
It's crazy. No, that's not that one. It's not the military. I don't think we
No.
met
This
him.
is
Oh, so yeah, I don't think we met him.
But that's a Cadillac truck.
It was.
See? So the Lord's not to be fucked with. So anybody.
Hey, it's some wild judgments going on right now, man. Bro, it's some wild judgments going on right now, man. The Lord is fucking people up, man, left and right. No, like the brother was talking about, hey, you got people overseas. They just nose is starting to bleed. They just bleed to fucking death.
That one movie that started off when there was a chef and a driver, and their nose started bleeding, they died.
Talk about pestilence.
Look, see, that's somebody dressed up like a goddamn crab. You know? Probably promoting seafood. You know?
Yeah.
Yummy crab.
See, and that's why this place. See, people they don't even consider.
Yeah. And it's a scientist that did a research, and he took a crab, and he took a piece of the meat and put it up on the microscope, and you can see the parasites in it. The thing was dead, but the parasite was still squiggling in it. He did a piece of shrimp, did a crab, and a lobster. Pork.
And a hot dog.
Well, yeah, pork. You got to what's up, brother?
I got hungry 5 minutes later.
The shrimp is actually one of the worst ones when it comes to the seafood that you shouldn't be eating. Like the shrimp, the lobster, the crab, and all that other shit. The shrimp is actually one of the worst ones.
I'm really mad these people enjoying themselves. I'm mad, bro. Whatever, man.
I got some.
Whatever.
This Isaiah 30:1. He said,
bro, this is not the time to be enjoying yourself.
Yeah, like you said, man, guys, I be pissed off, man, motherfucker. Every time I look up the guy, who this? Go to the grocery store and get 2 bags of groceries, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? Chicken. Huh? Yeah.
Somebody counter inflation.
Yeah, some dude called my job talking about, oh man, out here we supposed to get another stimulus. I'm looking at this nigga like, what the fuck, man?
It's gonna go.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right. So right.
Give me $1,000 and pump service.
and a QLED.
Hey, the motherfucker. Hey, they had a what you call that at your job when they get a what they call that at your job when they give a you know no when people come to get a job.
Job fair.
Yeah, job fair. You had a job fair at my job. Motherfuckers coming with their fucking baby. Hella motherfucker. This chick, they went in the office. She said, ain't half of them motherfuckers gonna stay here. You know what I'm saying? Cause they coming for the job, but ain't nobody. You barely can come to work, man. Gas high as fuck. All right, man. This Isaiah 30:1, man. He said, "Woe to the rebellious children," said the Lord, "that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit."
And that ultimately, that covering is them being another philosophy.
Yeah.
See, they cover. See, a lot of people think that everything gonna work itself out and just bounce back. People don't really like even now, right? Esau so cold with it. People think they own to something, right? You got this influx of Israelites into stocks, into other little shit that Esau been on. But Esau already know that's what people do. That's what the low man on the totem pole do when this shit start happening. Right. I was watching some financial shit. They was going into it. When you see all these jakes, all these regular people getting into all these. That's what the average, like, which we get into it too.
And people ain't really eating off that. The market is shit.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
We in a bear market right now.
Yep.
Which means what? Damn near everything you see, whether it's crypto or stocks, that shit is like this.
Yeah.
We're not in the bull market. Now, they say it might be another bull run in crypto, all right? But that's about it. As far as like the stock market is ass, all right? The only thing about it now, all right, the people or the market makers, they're actually taking a hit right now because it's a class war right now on Wall Street that they ain't even telling you about.
Right.
You got people that they refuse to sell their stocks, all right, even while the stock is losing 80-90% of it is down. All right? And people is not selling. Which is making the hedge funds or the market makers lose money, man. All right? Which eventually, all right, if they keep holding, all right, the market makers is going to lose. So a lot of these billionaires, all right, that's on Wall Street, a lot of them is going to go skydiving off them tall ass buildings in a minute, man. Especially if the what's that dude from Shark Tank, the white dude.
Mr. Wonderful.
He made a statement. He said, look, there's people, which I know he was talking about Citadel, all right, the hedge funds. He said, look, there's people in the market, he says, it's fucking completely over leveraged, all right? Which means what? They got too much money in this thing and they can't afford to cover, all right? He said, let the Dow drop another 2,000 points, it's going to expose who it is, all right? Because it's going to liquidate all their funds, man. And you know who's going to get it? The small man. So that's why people is not selling, man, in the market. You know, stock market 101.
Right. And in a fair world, that should be the case. But I highly, Esau ain't, this Esau.
And he ain't playing fair.
Yeah, he ain't playing fair.
Never do.
The scripture says when the riches fall, he upholding by his friends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why a couple times these different billionaires they done been bailed out by the feds. All right, and didn't nobody even know. So they've been getting bailouts. Ain't nobody even knew. Like you said, if the rich fall, what?
His friends uphold him.
His friends uphold him.
Roughly paraphrasing.
And the whole Bitcoin was pretty much created to stop niggas from buying silver and gold. See, everybody went over to crypto and they stopped buying silver and gold. The so-called white man came in and break that shit up.
Yeah.
So now when that shit run dry, and people really lose money or even win money.
And Bitcoin is
They're gonna try to learn about silver and gold.
You know, Bitcoin had almost got up to $70,000 for Bitcoin. Now it's dwindling between that 28,000 and 31,000 mark. All right, it might have almost hit 32 a couple days ago. You know. So yeah.
All right. Who take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering.
Yeah, they don't take the counsel of the Lord, man.
Right.
Because we started out. This is not your rest.
Yeah.
It's polluted. It will destroy you with a sword destruction. The Lord added an adjective on there. Not just any old destruction. It said a sword destruction.
Yeah, well, Jake is going. It's going right back to just like before when our people was delivered from Egypt. You know, they didn't want no king. They didn't want to. No, not delivered from Egypt, but they didn't want it. They were saying they would hear they would do everything the Lord say do. But as soon as He turned His back, man, as soon as they didn't hear from Him, bam, they started doing what they wanted to do, man.
But they just was doing what they wanted to do.
Yeah. Same as Saul, man. Same when the Lord appointed Saul, man. They didn't want a king. They didn't want the Lord to rule over, man. They wanted a king. And they got that shit wanting to be like the other nations, man. And Jake is the same way now, man. Like the elder said, these niggas want to say relax, man, and wait till Esau get everything straight, man. Well, that's not gonna fucking happen, man. You know? All right. He said then.
Hey, that word, like you said, sword. All right. It means to be pungent or to irritate. Forcible, grievous.
Forcible, grievous.
Sword. Let me see. The Brown's Driver Briggs definition says to make, to be or make sick, to be grievous or painful. All right. So this destruction is going to be very painful, man. Grievous. All right. It is a slow death, man. You know.
Look at Esau ball. No, Esau got it bad.
Just toting his ass around.
Man. What? It's Esau. Why he walk like that? Yeah, Russo. Yeah, he was a Jake. Verse. I'm still. Yeah, he said, but take my. He said. He said, but take counsel, but not of me, and that covereth with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right, because the spirit of the Lord is discernment, it's judgment, it's justice. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says you shall walk, when you walk in the ways of the Lord, you don't depart to the left hand or the right hand. So it's a straight path, following the Lord, doing His will, doing what He said. But you people, into all the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you believe in any type of ideology or philosophy that allow you to do what you want to do. It said that cover with a cover, not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin.
Yeah, I say that all the time. You choose your religion by how much of a nigga you can be.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do what they will.
And that's because when you go into all of this other stuff, it ain't no don't do this, don't do that. Oh, be careful, watch out for this, be aware of this.
Yeah.
No, you can be a witch. You can believe in the universe and all this old energy. Okay, so what's the penalty for having sex with multiple men? What's the penalty for being a lesbian? What's the penalty for having threesomes on? Oh, well, if it feels good, that you may add sin on the sin.
Yeah, you actually praise for that. You actually praise
for
that.
No.
Any type of wickedness, you actually praise for in this case.
You liberated. You liberated. You
Right.
free. Because the word liberation means free, but you're not free.
Right.
You just free to commit evil acts.
Right. Come
So you have to have a license and a permit to do every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they dare you to do it without it.
Right.
Tax the fuck out of it. Go ahead.
He said, it's like it. They take counsel, but not of me, and that covereth with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk and go down into Egypt, and have not acts of my mouth.
Right. And America is the spiritual Egypt. What's that? Revelation 11 and 8. All right. And that dead body shall lie in the street, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right.
Yes.
Two representations of America.
Right.
Wait. What did you say? Huh? Let's go down the street, baby. Go down the street. All right.
He said, and acts of me, but not of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right.
And
right.
to go ahead.
Because around that time, I believe our king went. We was under what was we under? Assyrian. We was under Babylonian captivity. And when Babylon was beefing with somebody, we went to go try to holler at Egypt. I think it was King Nico. And demons out there.
Crazy in a basketball. Crazy in a fucking basketball.
Like I was at that time, you know what I'm saying? He was, what was
the old nigga too. Go ahead, brother. It's like,
what's the word? He was like a vassal, right? Under the Babylon. It's either the Assyrians or the Babylonians. But then our king tried to go and seek help from Egypt. Like he stopped paying tribute and he went, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it was the Babylonians. He stopped paying tribute and then went and tried to get help from Egypt, and what? It ultimately ended up being his shame. Well, spiritually, it's the same thing now. All right? Our people trying to strengthen themselves in Egypt. All right? Which is, America is spiritually Egypt. But how are they strengthening themselves? They're trying to insulate themselves from this coming destruction. And you know it's coming. Let me hurry up, let me get this, let me get that, and let me try to get promoted at my job. And in fact, I'm gonna get a second job. All right?
That job will be from gas.
I'm gonna give you some property. I'm gonna give you some property. I'm gonna make sure you're trying to strengthen yourself in this place, man.
In the place that's being weakened.
In the place that's being weakened.
I guess.
All right.
The analogy I use is it's like buying brand new furniture to put into a burning house.
Yeah.
That's what it is to have an investment in this place, man. That's why the scripture says the hopes of the wicked are vain and false.
Yeah.
Right? Because this whole place is vain. This whole place is vanity. And this whole place is false too.
What is it? The expectation of the wicked shall perish.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You know? So these people have hope, all right, and they different expectations, man. It's just going down the drain.
You know,
Go ahead. Give a couple more scriptures and you up.
Well, this is Isaiah 31 and what? Going up what we was talking about. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yeah, kind.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Yeah, that trust in this man's society, man. All right. Go ahead.
Because they are many.
Uh-huh.
And in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not
Yeah. You look at the strength, you look at the power of the so-called white man. And even you Negroes, you don't consider that he can fall, or that he's falling. See, we see him losing his power, man. All right. We can see Esau losing his power, man. Sorry, he don't have a grip on the world like he used to, man. All right, he's not respected amongst these other nations like he once was. You see, people is not looking at him to be this weak in the light anymore. But for the most part, you know. But then you got what? The simple. All right, that's gonna pass on and be destroyed, man. You know?
Victory has cost you strength.
Victory has made you weak.
That's right. It's the only thing I win, no matter what. Well, you don't win in this story, man.
That's right.
All right. And a lot of you, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna make it to live tell the story. You're gonna die right over here in fucking America.
I was prom queen.
How you prom fiend? You know, you're gonna die. America's gonna be your goddamn tomb, man. Go ahead, man. Anybody else got something?
Yeah, finish up. Yeah, that was it.
Well, they look, yeah, pretty much.
All right. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of
Yeah,
Egypt.
dude, who the fuck in that right man would trust in Joe Biden? I mean, you gotta be fucking crazy, man. You gotta be a nut, a complete nut. All right, you're just as nutty as Joe Biden.
You are not top.
Listen, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're not black. That's just
And there wasn't no uproar for that.
Bro, what? No uproar,
Bro, I couldn't believe that shit was on
He-
news.
I
I'm
can't
like,
believe
this on
he-
news?
He even said that shit. And he won after that shit.
Niggas start a fight or something. Nigga, you niggas gonna start a fight.
Throw a garbage can or something.
And when you do right, you just go tear up shit. You don't do nothing. I don't even care if you own shit. They just tear up shit. Like you whoop nobody's ass or nothing.
Smash, I feel better.
Yeah, somebody told me that Jake, some Jake that's
Go ahead,
with a shot of people or something. I ain't hear about it. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 3. He said, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in shadow of Egypt your confusion."
Yeah, your confusion, because what do our people say when a new restriction comes? Or you tell them about, oh, they can't do that. Oh no, they can't do that. People always talking about what Esau can't do, what he won't do.
Oh, he can't do that. That's like three from line.
And he's straight up doing it.
He can't do that.
Doing it and doing it and doing
That's
it.
against the law. Bitch, he wrote the law.
Right.
Dummy.
When Solomon said, let our strength be the law of justice.
Yeah.
So as long as Theodore Roosevelt, he had something called big stick diplomacy, which was what? Speak softly but carry a big stick.
Yeah.
Which is that saying what? If I can't convince him with my words, if I can't trick him, then I can beat him. I can club him over the head.
Now you're gonna listen.
Now, and you people gonna be confused then when they busting
But
me.
he gonna come with the club.
Yeah, he gonna come with the
Come
club,
with
man.
the club.
What you gonna get the club anyways?
And the scripture said he bear the sword not in vain.
He wants you, matter of fact, he wants you to not, so he can use it.
And he'll never let that sword get rusty.
No.
That sword ain't rusty. That's why the scripture says, therefore this shall be your, what is that, confusion?
Yeah.
Yep.
Trust in he said your shame and your trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came from Hanes. They were all ashamed. That's it. That's fine. That's
Yeah, hey man, so with that, man, we're going to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Hashem,
Kapidash.
Double honor to the elders of GMS. Salutations to the Akim out there that pushed this truth. Also, shalom to the rest of those who are back, man. America through. Hey, y'all.
Shalom.
And Keisha.